Good morning there, guys, and today I'm going to be taking a look at a delivery that just arrived from Leafy Grow PH. So it's Leafy Grow Philippines. Check out the link in the description below to their YouTube, Facebook pages. So I did do a video when I was repotting our Philodendron Spiritus Sancti, where I used their aroid mix. I've also repotted as well our Thai constellation into that. So the Thai constellation, when it arrived, it was not in a very good mix. It had some root rot because the mix that it had come in from the nursery, it was a cutting. I think they'd rooted it and then they just put it into some kind of heavy soil mix, and I didn't repot it when it first arrived because I was concerned that I didn't want to disrupt the cutting as there were new roots. But then I luckily decided to repot it into the aroid mix that came from Leafy PH, and when I was doing that, I noticed that it had a bad case of root rot. So we cut off all of the bad roots. I treated the roots that were left with neem oil, and we put it into their mix. So I'll just turn the camera around and give you a view of what this mix is like. So here you can see it's a very chunky aroid mix. We've got perlite, we've got bark, we've got leaves. It's a really nice mix. The Spiritus Sancti is doing well in it, and I'm hoping that this Thai constellation is going to pick up. Since we've moved it to this, it's going to get a little happier, I hope. So anyway, I had a delivery today from Leafy Philippines, and let's take a look at what there is inside of this box. So it's quite a big box. Happy planting. Let's see if I can hold my camera and open this with my other hand. I really should invest in a tripod probably. So yeah, as well as the aroid mix, they make lots of other things. So they have other types of mixes for succulents, and I think they have a special monstera mix as well. I'm not really sure about that, but they have a bunch of different mixes, but they also have fertilizers and so on for treating your plants. So wow, this has come very nice. I'm gonna have to turn off my camera while I get this out, but as you can see, it's come in this wooden crate. It's very nicely packed. So let's get it out and take a look. So there it is. Comes in this beautiful wooden crate, so you've got a place to keep your stuff in. I mean, if you are an indoor plant person and you know, maybe you're in a condo, you got limited storage space, this looks really nice to keep all of your bits and pieces in for your plants. So very nice delivery, I've got to say. Thumbs up to Leafy Philippines for that. You know, it's little things like this that kind of show that they're taking care. You know, if they take care of the packaging, they're probably taking care of the products as well. So let's open this up and see what goodies we've got inside here. Okay. So a little thank you note and a picture of their collection here. So this is their Nature's Blend potting mix. So as I said, they have different types of mixes. We use the aroid mix for the monstera and for the Spiritus Sancti, but they've also got mixes for other types of plants as well, cactus and succulents. They've got the components for you to make up your own mixes too. The cocoa cubes, lava rocks, cocoa peat, carbonized rice hulls. So really nice. And they also treat this as well, I believe. Everything's treated. Some of it also is impregnated also with some of their fertilizer growing liquids too, which they've also provided here. We've got plant polish and leaf cleaner. So this is really useful, particularly here I have very hard water, and it does leave some marks on some of the leaves. A couple of the plants seem to be more susceptible to it than others. So I'm looking forward to giving this a go on some of the plants. I'll do a video review of this when I clean up some of the leaves. So what else have we got here? We've also got a quick root. So this is a growth hormone. You can help the plant's root, stimulates early root development. So when you take cuttings, you can add this to the water that you're going to water propagate them in, and it will help with the growth of new roots. This is for blooming plants, so we can use this, say, on the orchids or any of the flowering plants. So it contains various ingredients that will encourage the plants to bloom, and also bloom with good, strong, bright, vibrant colors. This here is a root booster. So this will increase the size and strength of the root mass, which obviously, you know, the better developed the root system of the plant is, the more nutrients and everything it can absorb. So we've got this also. We've also got in here a kind of natural fertilizer made with seaweed. So I also have a fish emulsion fertilizer, but that smells really bad. So I'm hoping that this smells a lot better. And then here we also have a organic, natural pesticide and antifungal, which is the neem oil. So I've been using neem oil in the garden. It also helps to keep away the flies as well. So that's useful. And then we've got the different types of mixes here. So we've got a natural substrate which we can use. So this is good for anthuriums, for example. A very chunky mix, lots of stones in there. We've also then got vermicast, which is a good natural fertilizer as well. We've got our cocoa cubes and carbonized rice hull down there. So this kit that you can get from Leafy Philippines has basically everything in it that you need to take care of your plants, your indoor plants, outdoor plants, and a lovely way of delivering it and displaying it and storing it as well. So you can keep everything kind of tidy and stored. They've even made sure it's the right height. I think that you can even stand these bottles up inside there as well once you've opened them up. So 10 out of 10 for kind of packaging, presentation, really nice. And so far, my Spiritus Sancti and the Thai Constellation have been loving their aroid mix, and I hope that the rest of this as well will also help our garden bloom and flourish even more than it already is. So thanks very much, Leafy Philippines. I think you're doing a great job and great product, and I look forward to doing some more videos where we're actually putting some of these into action on some of our plants.